What's good, y'all? Look, man, I just watched the Pivot Podcast interview that Frank Martin just did. It was a wonderful interview, a phenomenal interview. Really enjoyed it. But y'all know, as we always do, we got to break that interview down. And it's two main things, man. Frank Martin tipped his hand, and Frank Martin got something that he really estimating wrong and just capping about when it comes to Tank Davis. And I can tell he been listening to certain people in his ear. Maybe he'll hear on YouTube, watching certain channels and shit and listening to what they have to say and using some of their talking points to try to, I guess, talk himself up. But it's two main things we got to focus on in this video from his interview with the Pivot Podcast. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. I'm also live every Sunday morning with KQKC at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time to recap all the events from over the weekend. And if you want to debate, knockoutboxing86yahoo.com is the email address. And I'm doing a special live tonight to make up for the fact that I wasn't live yesterday. So yes, I will be live tonight, Tuesday night. I'll be here. But let's get it cracking, bro. Frank Martin went on to the Pivot Podcast, gave a really good interview. Obviously, they talked about his background and a lot about his life. No disrespect, but I'm here for the fight. It's fight week, baby. I'm here to hear you talk about your upcoming opponent, Tank Davis. That's what I was there for. So we gonna cover that part of the interview in this video. But go check out the whole interview. It's a great interview, bro. You know what I mean? But two main things I want to talk about. Number one, Frank Martin is under the notion, and I heard a lot of Tank Davis haters and people that's backing Frank Martin. I've heard them say this, bro. Frank Martin is under the impression that in their press conference and in their interaction that he was the one that was being authentic. He was just being himself, and that Tank was fake. That Tank was trying to put on a facade, trying to play mind games. That Tank wasn't himself. That Tank is worried and nervous because Frank Martin had him outside of his character. And I heard this shit after the press conference too. And I was just thinking, like, what? What are y'all talking about, bro? Like, so I don't know if he truly believes this shit or he just trying to put on, but that is the wrong thing to think that Tank is faking with you, because his track record speaks for itself, not only in press conferences, but in the fucking ring, y'all. Like, oh, he being fake. I don't know if that was authentically him. And I could tell, you know, he had AB with him. He had Adrian Broner with him. So I ain't had nobody with me. So he was trying to play it like Tank was being fake and fraudulent. And all I heard Tank saying was, I'm going to stop you. You ain't like that. I'm going to stop you. You trash. I'm going to stop you. Number one, let's just talk about inside the ring. That motherfucker fight like he mean every word. Every single time out, he fight just like that. Like, nigga, I'm going to stop you. So him saying that to you in the press conference, we have no doubt. 27 knockouts in 29 fights. 93% knockout ratio. That shit ain't fake, Frank. Like, him walking up to you in your face, telling you I'm going to stop you, knocking your motherfucking hand as soon as you tried to invade his personal space, knocking in your motherfucking hand down, and you didn't react fast. I hope your reaction time is faster the night of the fight. Your reaction time looks slow in that, Frank, but that's a whole nother conversation. We'll say that for the breakdown and the prediction that's coming today, too, for the channel members. But anyway, so I'm listening to Frank say that he thought that shit was fake, and I'm like, you seen him fight, right? Like, exactly what he told you is exactly what he do. Every time out. He go for the kill. So why would you think that he trash? Or that he faking it, I should say. Because he didn't say Tank was trash. I take that back. He said Tank was a hell of a fighter. But why would you think that shit fake or that he putting on a facade? Seemed like that's you. And then I was just wondering, like, you tell me in one breath that you studied Tank Davis and you know how he move, you know how he talk, you know how he walk. And you tell me on the other hand that you think that what he was doing with you in the press conference was fake and tainted and you didn't believe that he was being real with you. I mean, I can just replace you with Ryan Garcia. He told Ryan Garcia, you trash. He told you, you trash. He told Rolly Romero, you trash. He told you, your ass is trash. He told Brother Ramiro, you garbage. You ain't no awkward fighter. You a trash ass fighter. He told Ryan Garcia, you ain't got nothing but a left hook. He told your ass you ain't got nothing but a brick hand. He told you he was gonna stop your ass. He told Rolly he gonna beat his ass up, get him the fuck out of boxing. And his whole team, pack him up, and we can get this shit popping after the fight too. I don't know what Frank is watching to make him believe that any of this shit that Tank is telling him is some shit that's like rehearsed, or some shit that's like not real, or some shit that he ain't really gonna try to do to him. Frank, I hope you realize that he meant every word and that shit is real, bro. Like, cause if you going in underestimate like, that dude fake, man, he ain't really mean that shit. He ain't gonna stand on that shit. Like, okay, bro. Okay. Whatever you say, brother. Whatever you say. Then the part about how Tank does in every press conference, like, lets the fighters know, like, this what you coming with. You ain't really got shit else. And I'm going to do you dirt. Ryan, you ain't got nothing but a left hook. I'm going to take that away. Frank, your brick hand, you might well kiss that goodnight. We taking that away, homeboy. What else you got? Like, so, I don't know where Frank fans or Tank haters or Devin fans that are converted Frank fans, I don't know where y'all get this idea from that Frank had Tank outside his character. He handled Frank the same way he handled Ryan, the same way he handled Rolly. We've seen aggressive press conference Tank. He pushed Rolly off the fucking stage. He told Ryan not to bring his mom and his children to the goddamn fight while telling Frank people like, I want to show y'all. Like, he doing the same mannerisms, the same shit, just in a different light towards Frank. But it's all the same shit. So that shit took me aback when I heard Frank say that. Like, Frank say he good at reading people. You got that one read wrong, homie. And hopefully somebody send this shit to him. You know what I mean? Somebody send this shit to him. Somebody get in his ear like, you got that shit read wrong. If you think any of that shit was fake, if you think he just putting on, we don't want you to wait until the night of the fight to find out that he meant every fucking word. We need you to bring some smoke to Tank. We want to see a great fight. You know what I mean? We need you. We don't need you to underestimate him and get in the ring like, oh shit, he really meant that. This shit is different. Like, I don't want to see that about you. So there's that part. The other thing in the interview that I think stuck out to me is, why would you tell that story about a dude almost stopping you in the gym to the body? Like, Tank already was like, bro, Tank, private investigator or somebody, just, bro, I don't know, they on another level. But I don't like that stuff. Like, when you, and y'all might think this shit nothing, but I analyze this shit to the T. That's why the prediction record is the prediction record. By the way, channel members, let them know we got all of them right last week. They be so quick to come over. You got the Earl Spence Terrence Crawford fight wrong. We got all 8 right last week, and we going for a perfect record with the 12 we do this week. But whatever, we're gonna keep grinding over here while y'all keep hating. But let them know how we living, channel members. Let them know what we doing over here, the work we putting in, man. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't like that, bro. I don't like the idea of, we all heard Tank say, you don't like it to the body, bro. We know you don't like it to the body. And then we seen the Artem fight where Artem was landing, them body shots was folding Frank up a little bit. Artem was competitive as fuck in that fight. I felt like Frank pulled it out. I liked his moments in the fight. I thought he closed the fight strong. The dropping Artem, but Frank ain't just watched Artem. I done seen Frank wash a lot of dudes. Artem was not one of them dudes he watched. That fight was good. Good ass fight. Good scrap. Artem won about 4-5 rounds, bro. Real shit. He won about 4-5. Matter of fact, Derrick James felt like Frank wasn't on his shit. Derrick James was scolding his ass because he wasn't on his shit. So we just gonna keep it 100. So it ain't like he watched him or did him dirty. And Artem was landing some very stiff, very strong body shots. So we got that in our mind. We got Tank saying like, yeah, bro, we know you don't like shit to the body. we know you don't like it to the body. And then you go on camera the week of the fight and you like, yeah, by the way, I was sparring, it was this dude or whatever I was sparring, and he hit me with a liver shot. And that shit made me spit my mouthpiece out, and I'm like, nah, Frank, don't do that, bro. Frank, Tank Davis is watching these fucking interviews, bro. He's watching every fucking thing you do. That nigga probably already know the story about the dude that almost stopped you in the gym when you was sparring, when you was coming up, bro. He know that shit already, man. Why would you say that shit? Damn. So the interview was good, but a lot of y'all think it's quiet confidence, but when I add all of this shit to the way he was behaving at the press conference, I'm listening to him talk in these interviews, I think Frank trying to psych himself up, bro. I don't get confidence when I listen to Frank talk. That's just me. I don't get confidence, bro. I get somebody that's gonna come to fight. Somebody that's like a dog, that's gonna try to show that he a dog, but somebody ultimately that knows that he might be a little bit in over his head. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see though. You know what I mean? We're gonna see what's up. You know what I mean? But anyway, those are the couple of things I noticed in the interview. I would just tell anyone rooting for Frank Martin, anyone that's in his camp, anyone that has access to him, tell them, number one, if you being real with him, nah, Frank, Tank wasn't putting on no front. As a matter of fact, he's like that. He's been like, the way he was with you, he's like that in multiple press conferences, bro. He's like that in multiple press conferences. Somebody tell Frank to go watch the Rolly Ramiro press conference, go watch the Brian Garcia press conference, and go look at all the Tank press conferences. He's always playing mind games. He like don't think that he wasn't serious, bro. That's what you should tell Frank, because if he got it in his head, yeah, I got, you know what I'm saying, that shit was a facade. Like he told Pivot Podcast, yeah, you know what, shit, my shit was authentic. You know, felt like he had some scripted shit. You know, he had Adrian Broner with him. Like he was making it seem like Tank was trying to put on and shit. And if you think he trying to put on, he already got your ass, because you going to realize real good, oh, nah, he wasn't putting on. That motherfucker crazy for real. He's serious for real, bro. So, somebody let him know that shit, because I think he way off on that one. And tell him, go ahead and get ready to protect that body. The cat's out the bag, bro. You telling stories about how motherfuckers hurting you to the body and shit when you coming up. You know what I'm saying? We got the Artem shit on tape. Tank, I already know you don't like it to the body, man. I hope you got 12-pack, 18-pack, whatever you need to have ready to go. Whatever you need to have ready to go, I hope you got that shit ready to go. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. I'll see y'all soon. We out of here. Peace out.